A quiet rural village in Nigeria, where the rooster's crow marked the start of each day, lived a young man named Chinedu. He grew up with dreams bigger than the dusty roads that surrounded him, dreams of a better life beyond the farms and small huts. But dreams are often tested by life's cruel hands. Chinedu was raised by his widowed mother, Mama Neka, a strong woman who sold vegetables in the local market. Though they had little, their home was filled with love, laughter, and unshakable faith. But beneath the smiles was a daily struggle to survive. One rainy evening, tragedy struck. Mama Neka fell seriously ill. There was no hospital nearby, no money for treatment. Chinedu held her hand as the rain poured outside, and for the first time in his life, he felt truly alone. Days later, the village gathered for her burial. Chinedu stood in silence as the red earth covered the last person who had truly believed in him. It felt as if the world had ended, but somewhere deep in his heart, a whisper said, "This is not the end." With nothing left in the village, Chinedu made the hardest decision of his life, to leave everything behind and head to Lagos, the city where dreams are made and broken. He packed a small bag, took one last look at his mother's grave, and began his journey. Lagos was unlike anything he had ever seen. The noise, the people, the endless movement. But behind the glittering lights lay the harsh reality of survival. Chinedu arrived with only 2,000 naira in his pocket and no place to sleep. For weeks, Chinedu slept under a bridge with other homeless strangers. Hunger became a familiar pain, yet, even in the darkness, he never let go of the hope that tomorrow could be better. One hot afternoon, while searching for work, Chinedu met Uncle Bayo, a kind mechanic who noticed his determination. "You look like someone who won't give up," he said, and just like that, Chinedu got his first job. Chinedu started as a cleaner in the workshop, washing cars, sweeping floors, fetching tools. The work was hard, but every drop of sweat was a step closer to his dream. Months turned into years. Chinedu learned everything about fixing cars. His skill, honesty, and hard work earned him respect and eventually a promotion. For the first time in years, he could afford a small room to call his own. One evening, at a small roadside restaurant, Chinedu met Amaka, a young woman studying nursing. She had a smile that melted away the pain of the past. What started as a simple conversation grew into something beautiful. Together, they dreamed of a future, a home, a family, a business. Chinedu started saving every naira, working extra hours to make those dreams real. Years later, Chinedu finally opened his own mechanic workshop. The same boy who once slept under the bridge now had employees of his own. He wore the same determined smile, but now it was a smile of victory. Under the warm Lagos sun, family and friends gathered as Chinedu and Amaka said their vows. Laughter, dancing, and joy filled the air. It was more than a wedding. It was a celebration of survival, love, and new beginnings. As he stood outside his workshop years later, watching customers come and go, Chinedu whispered to himself, "Mama, I made it." He had faced pain, walked through fire, and found his light. This was more than success. This was a new beginning.